Hello everybody and welcome to the quarterfinals of the ENC Draft League Season 5. I guess we can go down the standings. Number 1 team was Winterville Weaviles with their impressive plus 28 differential. They beat El Paso Ice Cube right in the last week. El Paso Ice Cube was undefeated up until then, lost to the Winterville Weaviles, which they used to, dethrone them at number 1. Then El Paso Ice Cube, number 2, because they were the only other team. They were undefeated up to that point. They couldn't drop below number 2 because Wilson Whimsicots had already 2 losses. At number 3, fucking huge differential on both of these teams. The 2 Sig Trick being built teams. He's just a great player, and he builds great teams. Then Collin here at plus 7. Very impressive. His losses were to me, and we can actually look. Me and Glist, who's fucking amazing too, up here at number 2. Very impressive run from Collin. Collin has a fucking great team. He really struggled last season, but that's because I think his team's a lot worse. This is an incredible team that we've built. Take by Joltix beat me in the last week, so they moved up to number 5, and I dropped to number 7. Greenville Greavards have had a great run this season. He sort of struggled in the doubles. I think he's more of a singles player, and he's sort of found his footing. This is a great team. We need to go to... No. Where do we go? Standings. Then me, then Dave at number 8. He's a great player too. He just said he didn't really lock in for any of his matches, and he's like, oh, it's playoffs. I'm gonna lock in now. So we'll see what happens with him. And I mean, I've said before, this is like probably the best pool of players the ENC has ever had, because like we get down here, like there's good players down here. There's Sink is here, who went undefeated for the first like 6 weeks of the last league, season 4. Maybe he's more of a VGC player. He also said he's a bit busy, so he probably doesn't have as much time to prep as he wants. Charlotte Zard's great. New York Ninetales also quite good, although they usually just fall just barely short of playoffs, which is unfortunate, but it's okay. Yeah, we can get into the playoffs. So the way it works, if you have not seen the ENC Draft League before, is that the top 3 teams get to pick among the bottom like 5, 6, 7, 8, right? Who they want to play. So Winterville Weaviles has first pick, and he picked Take by Joltec, which I think is a solid pick. We go back to standings. You don't want to pick me, right? Because him and I already played. I personally, I always try to avoid rematches when possible, because especially if it's a match that I won the first time. I always say, when you win a match, you don't really know what to change, but if you lose, you know exactly what you need to change, and I think he kind of understands that. Also, it was relatively close, and I think he's just afraid of me, right? Because I think everybody recognizes that I'm a solid player, and if they can avoid it, they're going to want to avoid me. Also, I've said before, Tick Bite Joltix is a certified weird mon team, right? These are all very weird mons that like don't necessarily mesh together like amazingly well, right? It's just all mons that are like all right at what they do, but like it also feels like some of these ones, like Zygarde, kind of the second choice for its typing. This is definitely a first choice. This is probably also a first choice for a pure rock. So this is less weird core than normal. So this is a relatively solid Weaselman team. But sometimes it's like, I feel like a lot of the mons are like the second or third choice for their role, like when he had the option of taking the first choice. Yes. Next, Glist. Who did Glist pick? Glist picked Greenville Greavards, which is honestly a little bit scary. I think Glist may have been going based on the player versus the team. Also, I mean, maybe Glist doesn't have a hugely bad matchup into this, because Mega Lopunny does outspeed his fastest Pokemon. What does Glist's team look like? What are his Scizor checks? Blacephalon, yep, Blacephalon's a great Scizor check. Corviknight's a great Garchomp check, so I definitely see the vision, yes. I think Glist does have a positive matchup there. What was this? Oh, Redemption's already played 1 game. That's cool. Then, Sigtrick had the next pick. He was picking between me and Dave. I think he just decided that Dave would be the easier matchup, because him and I also played, and I almost beat him. It was a 5-0 victory for him, but the classic 5-0, it was close. But it actually was, because I had Silvally, copied all his boosts. Unfortunately, I just barely missed the KO, and then he killed my Silvally, which was posed to sweep his team if I did get that KO. I think he recognizes that. Damn, Conix is a scary opponent. So that leaves me facing Collin, which of the top 4, definitely the team that I would like to play the most, even though it is a rematch. Well, a lot of them would be rematches, because Winterville Weaviles, that's a rematch. Wilson Whimsicots is a rematch. And El Paso Ice Cube I just wanted to avoid as much as I could, because this is a terrifying team to play, especially for my team, when I don't really have any real checks for Mega Lopunny, which there aren't many. Like, Corviknight is one of them, and he has it. Skarmory would be, like, another one. So yes, we can do this tech right here. So Collin's team has changed since the last time we played it. This used to be a Victini, and this used to be... Wait, let me do... There we go. Cool. This used to be a Victini, and this used to be an Armaldo. He has tried fruitlessly to convince me that Iron Boulder is in fact good, and I don't buy it. I don't think that one is very good. Will he bring it to me? Possibly. Is it good into me? I don't think so. I have Garchomp, right? Mega Garchomp, very bulky, resists its rock type attack. The Zen Headbutt will bounce right off, and he will take rough skin damage if I don't Mega. And then I kill him back with Earthquake. Palafin, Jet Punch. He does not have good bulk. It's a rock type that isn't bulky. Dies to Jet Punch. It is a decent check into Volk, especially if it's booster speed. It's a decent check into this, but... And then I guess it sort of checks Amoonguss, but like if you failed to get that one-hit KO on me, or fail a flinch with the Zen Headbutt, you're getting fucking obliterated by Giga Drain, and I'm healing all of that back. Also, Sucker Punch just obliterates it. So I don't think it'll come. I think Iron Bundle 100% comes. I think it's amazing into me. The only guy I have that really walls it is T-Tar, which, with Victini on, T-Tar gets a lot worse, because, you know, T-Tar struggles into this, struggles into this, struggles into this, can't really break this. It is okay into this, but this is a Terra Captain with 2 Terra types that beat it. So yeah, Bundle's just great. I also think Finny is probably the most important guy. It's probably not... It's probably slightly better than Bundle. Finny is just an amazing defensive switch into my team. Like, literally... I only have like one Mon that matches up good into it offensively, which is this, which is also quite frail. Oh, well, aside from Amoonguss. Amoonguss is the one saving grace that my team has that prevents me from getting like fucking 1 trillion O'd by Tapu Fini. Among Us is great into Tapu Fini. Last time he brought these two, and I do think that was correct. Dracozolt does just punch a hole in my team. Then I think Umbreon is a 100% bring into most matchups, right? Like, there's not many matchups where you don't want Umbreon, which is, these are the exact same 5 that I thought were coming last time, and they all did come. Then last time I said, I thought it would be Victini among the last 3. It was Mousehold. I could see Mousehold coming again. I could see Aggron coming this time, and I could see... I think it's actually going to be Oricorio, though. I don't think Collin's going to not bring Oricorio. So I think these are the exact 6 that we're facing down. So we can take a look at what I've done. We have brought Palafin. Last time I did not bring Palafin. And this team has actually gotten maybe a little bit worse into Palafin, because well, I guess he dropped Victini for Boulder, which is the same amount of Water Weeks, right? Let me not click in case he's one of these people looking, so he won't know what I'm prepping into. So why have I brought Palafin? Well, actually, it's an interesting situation where the team hasn't gotten any weaker into Palafin, right? Because he swapped one water weakness for another water weakness. But on the previous team, Victini, I needed something other than Palafin to check Victini. I needed Tyranitar to check Palafin, to check Victini. And now that Victini's not here, that frees up a slot that used to be T-Tar. This used to be T-Tar. I was bringing these exact 5 already, but this used to be T-Tar because I needed T-Tar for Victini. I no longer need T-Tar, which frees up a slot for Palafin. He said he thought Palafin looked really good, and I do agree. Into everything but Finny, Palafin's amazing. And Finny does also kind of Shimon like a lot of these guys. So yes, Palafin is coming now that I don't need T-Tar to check Victini. Wave Crash, Flip, Turn, Close Combat, Ice Punch. This is enough speed to be faster than Oricorio, so if it's at +1, I can come in, and it's probably going to be Terra Grass. I've said this about Sigtrix team, but I do think I know Collin's team building strategy a little bit better than Sigtrix. I think it's Terra Grass for Jet Punch guy. Ice Punch will hit it, also regardless of Terra type. If it's regular type, as long as it's not Fire, which I don't think it is into me, Grass, Flying, or Ground all go down to Ice Punch after a minimal amount of chip. But this is faster than Oricorio, so that means if I'm Scarfed and he's +1, I'll be faster. Max attack just for the best rolls, and then the rest into HP, because why not? Next up we have Volcarona, which is hitting the same speed stat. I would love to go Modest, because I do need to be Modest to get Max HP Tapu Fini with +1 Giga Drain into neutral Giga Drain, assuming he has Haze, right? He didn't have Haze last time, so that might not be a problem. It's also the best rolls into Hippo, but I don't think Hippo... It would have to have a Rock move to kill me. which he very well could do. He didn't do last time. He did Whirlwind last time. He might do a Rock move this time, but he also might want an Ice move for Garchomp. But I think of Rock or Ice, it's more likely to tech a Rock move. Flamethrower, Bug Buzz, Giga Drain, Quiver Dance. I think I had Fiery Dance last time because I needed Fiery Dance to hit like Victini, then get +1 and then kill. Now I'm doing Flamethrower because it's a better roll into... first of all, it's better into Oricorio. Also, Oricorio can't copy Flamethrower. It could copy Fiery Dance. Another thing about this is that I think if I switch this guy in, I think he might go to Oricorio, hoping to copy a Quiver Dance and then, you know, reverse sweep me. But this is faster than him, so if I do Quiver Dance, then I get my +1, and then I'll be faster than him next time, right? And then I can Flamethrower him, he'll Air Slash me for like 70%, then I Flamethrower him again to kill him. But I could also just Flamethrower straight up, right? Like, let's say I switch in on Umbreon, right? Umbreon is the switch, right? Like, this guy comes in on Umbreon all day, every day of the week. I could just Flamethrower hard, and then he switches to Oricorio, takes like 50%, and then goes down to the next one, right? That's sort of my plan. Bait in Oricorio, and then weaken it and kill it. Shrigma Mail is my switch for Finny and for Dracozolt, and probably Hippo too. And maybe Aggron. and Umbreon. It kind of comes in on everybody on this team, except for Iron Bundle. And Oricorio. But yeah, it's very good physically defensive. With Rocky Helmet, actually lets me beat Umbreon if, you know, he's clicking... Anytime he clicks Foul Play, he just takes so much chip. He has to, like, Wish Protect a lot. Eventually, I will poison him. And then I do beat him in the long run, right? He runs out of wishes before I run out of my Synthesis and PP for my attacking moves. The Rocky Helmet's also very important for Dracozolt. I can eventually wear it down. Even in Sandstorm, I can just click Synthesis every turn. Bam, bam, bam. He'll deal like about 40% to me with Outrage. If he's Life Orb, and then the Life Orb chip and the Rocky Helmet chip is just enough to wear him down. At first, I actually tried Utility Umbrella, but unfortunately, that only works for Sun and Rain, so it doesn't actually work for Sand. So Rocky Helmet it is. Whoops, not Pickle Ricky Helmet. Rocky Helmet it is. Next up, we have Max Defense Andrew, who's actually Max Special Defense. This is my Iron Bundle and my Oricorio check, as well as Calm Mind Finny, right? This is the first time I've whipped out Haze, which is actually something I've been holding on to. Big thing about Strength Sap is that it doesn't work very well into special attackers, but there's one way to make it work well into special attackers, and that's you Strength Sap Haze, Strength Sap Haze, Strength Sap Haze, because every time you Strength Sap, you're healing less, which into physical attackers doesn't matter until you get to minus like 2 or 3. But I can Haze to reset their attack back to normal. Haze is also here, you know, I can Haze away Quiver Dances, I can Haze away Calm Minds, and I can also Haze away Tidy Ups. Terra Fairy, I did Terra Water last time because I thought I might need it resisting V-Create as well as Hydra, right? I was mostly physically defensive last time. This time I'm mostly special defensive, so I don't actually need the Hydra resist. It also makes me weaker to Freeze Dry. It also makes me weaker to Bolt Beak, which I'm already quite weak to. Like if Amoonguss goes down, I don't have a great switch in because it would have to be out of Sand, but Garchomp could come in out of Sand, switch it on Bolt Beak, and then kill it with Earthquake. Another saving grace is that Iron Bundle, if he's running Flip Turn, the game is auto going to put his IV at 31. He would have to go in and manually change it, which I don't think he's going to think about for Strength Sap. So that's going to get me a little bit more HP than I would otherwise in a bundle. Next up, we have Terra Captain Andrew. I say this because I'm actually possibly more likely to Terra the Corsola, but flying is still quite good into specifically Hippo, right? I might be able to get a Sword Stance on Hippo if I strategically time a Terra Flying. Very bad into Finny, but like most of my team is bad into Finny, so it's okay. Same exact moveset. I did drop a lot of speed because last time I had a little bit of speed creeping, like Tapu Fini and some other guys, but he ran very fast Tapu Fini, so I'm just gonna go full bulk this time. This is one of my few switch-ins for Iron Bundle that isn't this, in case this goes down early. I can switch in on an Ice move, take a Water move, and then hit it with a knockoff into Sucker Punch and kill. Sucker Punch is also great into Dracozolt. It's one of my few Dracozolt switch-ins. I can switch in on a Dragon move if like I go to Garchomp on the Electric move, then switch to this on the Dragon move, and then Sucker Punch, and then Bolt Beak doesn't kill me because it's half power because Sucker Punch went first. This guy is very expendable. He's probably the most expendable. If I need a sack, it's going to be him. As long as he can get some damage off, he's done his job. Next up is Garchomp. This Garchomp has a lot less attack than the one I ran last time because the one I ran last time was relying on Sandforce to get its 2-hit KOs. At +2, I could 2-shot like Umbra and Tapu Fini, right, with Sandforce. I'm not running T-Tar, so I'm not like guaranteed to have Sand up at any point in the battle, so I figured I'll just drop some attack, get a ton more bulk, helps into Boulder. At +1, I'm still faster than Bundle and Boulder, because Bundle's faster than Boulder, right? This is the same speed I ran last time. Also, notably, I'm a couple points faster than Bundle, because I'm 1 point faster than Dracozolt outside of Sand, which is very important, because that means like if I'm +2 in Sand or all the ways out of Sand, I'm always faster, which is incredibly good. I only really need Earthquake Scale Shot because Earthquake is stronger than Poison Jab into Tapu Fini, or maybe it's just slightly less strong, but it wasn't worth the move slot. I figured I'd rather have Spikes. There's no flying types on this team aside from the Oricorio, so Spikes, just consistent damage across the board. And that's the team. I have a couple guys, you know, that are true, right? This guy is Terra Captain. This guy's not max attack, but a lot of attack. In fact, it's probably more than, let's see, it's 445, 252. It's more than if I was max attack, but not but Jolly, right? It's more than max attack Jolly. So this guy is essentially still max attack Andrew. This guy is indeed a Terra Captain, but again, I'm maybe making him forget that Corsola could also Terra. This is definitely not max defense. This is definitely a Shrigma male. And it needs to be male, in fact. Whoops. Male. 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 Cool. And this is indeed a setup Andrew. But I don't think you'd ever expect Volcarona to not be a setup Andrew. I only did run non-setup Volk once, and that was into New York Ninetales, because I didn't even think I needed it. I just wanted it as default. No, it was into Weaselman. It was into Weaselman, which I did lose. But not because of the Volk. The Volk was still okay. He ran a Cough Grease that I did not expect, and he ran 2 Psychics, which I did not think were good. He just ran a lot of shit that I didn't think was good into me at all, and I didn't, like, account for, right? Because, like, why would you run both Psychics? Like, one is fine, right? But, like, both Psychics into Dual Darks and a bug. Like, the best bug in the game, probably, except maybe Scizor. I don't know. Anyway, I'm honestly not really nervous. This is playoffs, and 1 lose, and I'm out. But I feel like I've had my fun with this season. I've a lot of times when I lose and I'm out, I feel like I didn't get to do everything I wanted to do with my team. And this is the first time I feel like I've done everything I wanted to do. Of course, there's a couple sets that I haven't run yet, and I've also made the decision that I'm not going to continue uploading these until it's over, because I don't want Sigtrick or Tekka to snipe my videos and see what I'm doing, like what I did the first time around. Not that I think they do that. They're both very good guys, so I just am going to play it safe. There's one set that I didn't get to run. It was Calm Mind Iron Defense Corsola with like Shadow Ball or Scald with the Terra Water that I have. I've considered it a lot, but then there's always like one thing that stops me from going for it, right? Like into Sigtrick, it's that I couldn't heal like against his DNC, right? Because I just can't I can't Strength Sap it, right? Substitute beats it, obviously. Yeah. But these are the sets. Aside from that set, I think I ran just about everything. I got to get off the Stomping Tantrum kill on Iron Moth that I wanted. I got to do Defog Volk. I got to do a lot of fun stuff with Silvally, like Mirror Herb Silvally. I got to be a menace with Terra Captain Bisharp. I got a couple Garchomp sweeps off. I got a couple Palafin just come in and do like 70% to a resist is ridiculous. I did 50% to a Primarina with Flip Turn. Like, that's ridiculous. Flip Turn did that much damage, not Wave Crush. Wave Crush would have killed if I did 50% with Flip Turn. It was Scarf Primarina, so it obviously had no HP, which is a detriment when your defense is only 65. But yeah. Anyway, all was going to say that I actually don't mind if I lose. I can accept whatever happens, win or lose. I'm just here to have a good time. I've done everything I want with my team, so I won't be upset to lose. Collin's a great player, and he has an incredible team right now. I think this is a contender to win, so we'll see. Anyway, we'll hop right into the battle. We'll be playing tomorrow. Boom, and he'll probably do the /join. Who has he left behind? He has left behind... Is that Hippo and Dracozolt? Yes, it is. Boulder is here. Mousehold's here. No Oricorio. And no... Hippo, Dracozolt... So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, no Hippo, no Dracozolt, no Boulder, and no Aggron. Alright. Well, I think I am forced to lead Jet Punch Andrew. No Oricorio is great. That's one of the guys I was really worried about. no Hippo and no Zolt is quite good. It makes my Mungus a little bit worse, but I think... let's see. Mighty Cleave is contact, right? Mighty Cleave makes contact, yes. So I can at least switch in and get him burned. Or not burned, but Rocky Helmeted. Sorry if my voice is a little enthusiastic. I just woke up. We're gonna switch to max defense Andrew because he's actually max special defense. Show me freeze dry and don't freeze me, please. Okay. Lurantis. I will set up rocks. I'll strength sap. Give me all my health back. Now I'll haze. I'll get some damage. Actually, maybe I just go Volk. Now I get Shrigma Mail. I'll Spore. I should have Synthesized. I was worried he'd set up again, though. Okay. 6 big booms. Okay, Spare Trousers coming in. That's not how you spell trousers, but that's okay. We'll go Garchomp. What can he kill me with? Zen Headbutt doesn't kill. Should I Mega, is my question. Probably. Yeah, I gotta get out of here. That's a lot of damage. How much does... Scale Shot will kill if I get enough hits. I'll just go back to Shrigma Mail. I'll Synthesis, he probably switches. This is quite good, because now I'm in the business of sludging. This just kills, I think. Oh, it doesn't. Oh, the poison's great. Nice. Boulder comes in. Let's send in Max Attack Andrew. Yep. Now we EQ. Finny's the sweat. Oh, it's Umbreon. 36%. Now we go Volk. Burn, 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 burn. No, okay. Quiver Dance. Whoopsies. Definitely water. I go max defense Andrew. Now it's ice move. Now he haze. Okay, I do die. But with water dead, I can go Volk. And I can... Let's see, do I kill it +1? No, so I gotta Giga twice. Okay, does he stay cursed another turn? Yes, he does. Okay, good. I have to Giga. I do think he switches, yeah. Burn? No, damn. Umbreon comes in. Now I Quiver. I think this might be over. Do I Quiver again? Does +2 kill Finny? No, I think I'm just gonna Giga. Well, if I Giga, then it just gets healed. Let's just Bug Buzz. I'll just take take the kill in front of me. Bundle comes in. I'm faster than Bundle. Giga Drain. Finny in. I'll just Giga Drain. I should actually live the Surf after my healing. Oh, he crit me. Alright. Well, Garchomp will does Garchomp kill? 68%. I will go Sugar Mail then. I will Sludge Bomb. Can we get? Oh, we can't get Poison, duh, because it's this terrain. I'll go Terra Captain Andrew here. Give me Psychic, Swords Dance. Now we have to play mind games. Shit. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. 20%, goodbye leftovers. Sugar Mail comes back in. I tank that. Now I Giga Drain, it won't let him switch. I went for Sludge Bomb last time. Don't lower my special attack. Okay, he got it. Do I kill? I do still kill. Good. And now I Spore. And I go Garchomp. And that's a good game. Oh man, that was a good game. He did have a tech for max defense Andrew. The Lurantis came in and knocked me off, and then I became significantly less bulky. And I did get lucky with my Curse Body. But that was a good game. Oh, and he did crit through my Volk. Let's see how much it would have done. To +1 Volk with Tapu Fini. Surf does 44%, and then the crit Surf did 87. So yeah, the crit did matter there. I think Volk just swept. But anyway, if you've enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe if you haven't. Next week we'll be playing either, let's see, where do we go? We go to playoffs. We will be playing either Winterva Weavile or Tick Bite Joltik, so no matter what, it's a rematch for quarterfinals, or semifinals, so stay tuned for that. Subscribe if you haven't, take care, next time, see ya, bye-bye.